ID Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in and then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shouts out to the early birds. What's up, y'all? Theodore Second and None, what's up? Voodoo Glitch, DeAndre Durham, Wendell Thompson, St. Louis, what's up, St. Louis? Shreveport, Louisiana in the building. Illinois Banks. Kim Morton, what up, Los Angeles? Kivo, what's up? I'm going in, fam. I'm not going to hold y'all long at all on this one, but I did want to jump in here, man, and speak on this because I told y'all I would go live again tonight if that was breaking news. And this is breaking news, fam, but it's no surprise. Once again, the United States has executed an innocent person. The United States have a penchant for executing people regardless of circumstances. Once you get on that death row, it is very hard to get off of it. It doesn't matter what type of evidence is presented. It doesn't matter if your DNA was never there. They'll convict you based on the testimony of a blind person who say they saw you. The blind person be the eyewitness. They'll make a blind person an eyewitness if they want to convict you, and they will convict you. And once they convict you, it's an uphill battle. It doesn't matter your innocence. Now, some of you, y'all perfect. Y'all ain't never did nothing wrong. Ain't nobody around you never done anything wrong. And if they did, then suck it up, buttercup. That's your mentality, right? You ain't never going to end up in a situation where you're going to get falsely accused of something that could put you on death row. What's strange is that there are so many people who were on death row that got exonerated, actually, who had the similar stories, who said, I never thought something like that would happen to me. See, I'm a realist, so I know anything that can happen could happen. That's the way I roll. Anything that can happen could happen. So I never put anything past anybody or anything. This guy, Marcellus Williams, had overwhelming evidence to support his innocence, but the state of Missouri executed him anyway. Why did they do that? Because they could. Marcellus long maintained his innocence, and the killing was opposed by the victim's family. It was opposed by the jurors and the office that tried him. Let me say that shit again. Marcellus Williams's innocence and killing, he maintained his innocence, but his killing was opposed by the victim's family, jurors, and the office that tried him. They executed him today, despite objections from the prosecutors who sought to have his conviction overturned and have supported his claims of innocence. Now, you know that don't happen. You know the prosecution ain't trying to let nobody off the hook. It don't matter if they're innocent or guilty. They're not trying to go backwards. A lot of them, they have the mentality that, man, if you in here once, what's done is done, and that's that. And man, they heartless. They don't give a damn. Marcellus, who was 55, was killed by lethal injection. It ended a legal battle that had sparked widespread outrage, as the office that originally tried the case suggested he was wrongfully convicted. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? The office that originally tried the case said that the man was innocent. And yet these uncivilized mutts killed him anyway, just because they could. You had lawmakers and civil rights advocates across the United States condemning the move for them to execute this man. Still and yet, Missouri's Republican Attorney General, Andrew Bailey, pushed forward with the execution against the wishes of the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. You know that don't happen. Prosecution said, we made a mistake, man, let the man go. Simple as that. But for some reason, they wanted this man dead. They didn't give a damn. So what was the conviction for? A 1998 killing of Leisha Gale, a social worker and former St. Louis Post-Dispatch reporter. He was accused of breaking into her house, stabbing her to death, and stealing several of her belongings. But no forensic evidence linked him to the murder or the crime scene. It wasn't linked to the murder weapon or the crime scene. And as local prosecutors have renounced his conviction, the victim's family and several trial jurors also said they opposed his execution. Family, if you're not questioning why any system would allow this to occur, you are part of the problem. The execution of an innocent person is the most egregious manifestation of Missouri's obsession with killing folks who are innocent. Tonight, we bear witness to Missouri's grotesque exercise of state power. No matter how many times we say we can't let this happen again, this can't happen, we can't let this happen, it continues to happen because we have uncivilized mutts at the top of every major institution in America. Uncivilized, it takes an uncivilized mutt to knowingly, purposely kill an innocent human being. The man had to go through this back in 2015. He had a stay of execution. And the Missouri State Supreme Court granted his attorneys more time for DNA testing. In August 2017, Republican governor at the time, I think his name is pronounced Eric Greitens, granted a reprieve hours before the scheduled execution, citing DNA testing on the knife, which showed no trace of Marcellus Williams's DNA. No trace. They set up a panel. The governor at the time set up a panel to review the case. But when Mike Parson, the current Republican governor, took over, he disbanded that board and pushed for the execution to proceed. This uncivilized mutt, Mike Parson, the governor of Missouri, disbanded the board and pushed forward for the execution. And look, fam, I'm equally critical of the Democrats and the Republicans because I do believe they're all in the same game. The Supreme Court voted 6-3. You better know how they went, right? 6-3 to execute him. All 6 Republican justices voted to execute him. All 3 Democrat judges voted to not execute him. Let me tell you something, fam, what I think. I could be wrong. But I think whether it was more Democrats or more Republicans, the outcome would have still been the same because they're all in the same game. And I do believe this is a wink-wink situation. They got the deck stacked and they doing what they want to do. It's easier for them to do what they want to do and get away with it. And it's easier for the Democrats to just throw their hands up and say, yo, I ain't know. We ain't know they was going to do that. I mean, I know some of y'all ain't going to like what I'm saying, but I just don't trust them, fam. Because there was innocent people being murdered when the Democrats had the deck stacked, when the Democrats had more Supreme Court justices. That was innocent people getting murdered then. So why they didn't stop those executions? You feel where I'm coming from, fam? Am I making any sense? I just don't trust them. They took this man's life. They didn't give a damn that this man was a human being. With air flowing through his lungs, a heartbeat, an operative brain. They didn't give a damn about his family, nothing. They just killed him. Let me tell you something, fam. These uncivilized mutts don't just kill animals. They don't, especially dogs. They don't just kill dogs. They just killed this man. They don't kill dogs based on suspicion. Like, you can't go to them and say, I think this dog killed somebody. They're going to be like, well, how do you know he did it? Well, I just think he did it. Well, I saw him did it. I saw him do it. They're going to go and inspect the dog. They're going to get the dog. And no, this dog ain't got no traces of blood nowhere on him. Ain't no DNA nowhere. Let the dog go. They just executed that man like it was nothing. Family, this is why you gotta stay your ass out of these courtrooms. They did that to an innocent man. Imagine if you mess around and get caught up in something that you intentionally got caught up in. Imagine what they'll do to you. If they doing this to innocent people, if they killing innocent people, imagine what they'll do to you if you go out there and do something intentional. These motherfuckers are heartless, soulless. The devil, evil personified. I'm talking about evil, fam. I'm talking about the worst of the worst. Evil personified. The worst of the worst. When things are happening, when these type of things are happening, as I tell y'all always, fam, these things happen on the Democrats' watch or the Republicans' watch. If an innocent man is being murdered in this country, purposely being murdered in this country, there is overwhelming evidence that this man is innocent. And I don't give a damn if the Republicans got more votes, if they got more judges. If the Democrats sit back and allow that to happen, they're just as guilty. Show me a clear difference. Show me you're different for real and stop it. Ride for real. Shut it down for real. Use all of your powers. All you Democrats. Come on. Stop the murder of Marcellus Williams. Where were they? They didn't do it. Yeah, you had a bunch of them out there jumping up and down, but what the rest of them? Most of them didn't. Most of them didn't jump up and down. Most of them didn't ride. They sat back and watched it, just like they've done in the past. They killed this man just like they killed Gary Graham, who's from Houston, a couple decades ago. They killed an innocent man. The evidence was overwhelming. People lied, and they came back and said, "Yeah, I lied." And they still killed that man. They knew he was innocent. But when it comes to death and destruction, some of them they heartless, fam. They don't even think of you as human. Since 1973, over 190 people have been exonerated and released from death row after new evidence, such as DNA testing, proved their innocence or revealed significant flaws in their trials. This suggests that wrongful convictions are not uncommon in capital cases. See, when it comes to death, you got to get it right. It's already uncivilized to purposely pick and choose who you want to kill and use the law to do it. Hide behind the law to do it. But you killing people that you know are innocent. Since 1973, so that's, what's that, 27 and 24 is 51. That's 51 years divided by 190 is about 3 or 4 people a year who have been exonerated. And that's just the ones who've been exonerated, fam. If 3 or 4 have been exonerated, you got to know that it's probably at least double or triple that amount that are really innocent. Because you know how hard it is to get exonerated in the first place. In fact, I'll take it further than that. It's probably 10 times more who are innocent. There have been several well-documented cases where individuals were executed despite strong evidence suggesting their innocence. How many? We'll never know, because there's not a systematic review. There's not a systematic review board, right? After they kill people. So we really don't know how many people they've killed who are innocent. But we do know they kill innocent people, because we do know that there have been many, many times where they have been judge, jury, and executioner and just went and grabbed somebody and hung them up. So we know they get down like that. We know how they get down. But now they're hiding behind the law to do it. You got to fight for people like this, because people like that are people like you. Believe it or not, it could happen. It could happen. If not you, to somebody you care about, it could happen. And then you and your people got to deal with the uncivilized mutts. These heartless mutts. Going into the comments. Lindell Williams, what's up? What's up, Adrian? Mike Dan, what's up? Observer. Family, you know when you got a situation where the prosecuting office says, we got it wrong. That right there should be enough. Damn the governor, damn this guy, that guy. It don't matter at that point. The hammer need to come down. The hammer should have came down. Like, we're not letting this happen on our watch. It's not going to happen. And it's happening over and over and over and over and over again. So many innocent people. So many people have been exonerated. So many people who had overwhelming evidence of their innocence, and they kill them anyway, just because they could. I ain't gonna lie, fam. I gotta end this live, because I'm gonna say some things I'm really probably shouldn't be saying on the internet. So I'm just gonna tell you, like, this got me hot for real, because I know this could happen to any one of us. And I know some of y'all sitting back thinking, yeah, it's only happened to the black guys. Yeah, disproportionately, like all situations that negatively affect people in this country. Disproportionately, it does happen more to blacks. But there are other races of people who have been innocent and was put to death. Let that soak in. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.